Volvo is finally getting back to its wagon roots after a few years of pretending US buyers are over wagons. The latest addition to the lineup is the V90 Cross Country, which we have just driven not far from where Elves crafted previous generations of Volvo wagons from rocks left over by the glacier's retreat. Over time, Volvo wagons have become less square, so the latest addition to the Mark's lineup shares very little with the last Volvo V90 you might remember from the 1990s. The all-new V90 Cross Country, which will go on sale during the 20th anniversary year of the first Cross Country model, shares much with the S90 sedan now making its way to the States. Besides the addition of a tailgate and some extra windows, the Cross Country sits 2.3 inches higher off the ground than the standard V90, which will be on a secret menu, for a total of 8.3 inches of ground clearance, in addition to wearing revised front and rear bumpers and fender flares. The wagon borrows its 2.0-liter turbo/supercharged 4-cylinder T6 power plant from the rest of the 90 range with 316 HP and 295 lb-ft of torque on tap, with an 8-speed automatic transmission sending those horses to all four wheels. For now, the T6 will be the only drivetrain option available to buyers. There is arguably little need for the D5 diesel version in the States, but we wouldn't be surprised to see a T8 hybrid down the road. With 4 driving modes to choose from: Eco, Comfort, Dynamic, and Off-Road, the new wagon has no shortage of settings to play with, even though we suspect stateside buyers will rarely use that last one. Volvo brought us to the place Swedes normally drive their Volvos, a frozen lake not far from the Arctic Circle, but also let us drive the new Cross Country on paved roads, which is where the automaker expects most US buyers to use them. On these paved, with ice, roads, the Cross Country does a good impression of a quicker, lighter XC90, offering reflexes we have seldom experienced in any Volvo model, including the V60 Polestar. The light and communicative steering is perhaps the greatest surprise when it comes to driving dynamics on and off the road, with the wagon offering the agility of cars a couple of sizes smaller. While all-wheel drive systems have traditionally given previous cross-country models a bit of a dull ride and wooden steering, none of those qualities are present in the new V90, which serves up mostly flat cornering as a bonus. That doesn't necessarily mean it sounds good. The T6 offers a slightly metallic purr that was mostly muted by the sound of studded tires driving either on ice covered with ice or on pavement covered with ice. Either way, leave the soundtrack to the Bowers & Wilkins audio system, which includes a peculiarly positioned speaker shaped like a motorcycle headlight right on the dash. It adds visual entertainment to a surface that would otherwise be mostly black plastic, so we're glad it's there. But how does it handle on those all-important frozen lakes? Better than its bigger XC90 sibling, whose sheer mass is also masked by its quick reflexes and T6 power plant. The light-feeling V90 Cross Country has little in common with the feel of the smaller V60 wagons, which are starting to age. Despite its length and height, the V90's performance on ice feels closer to much smaller vehicles such as the V40 XC that never made it to the States, with only its long wheelbase being a bit of a hindrance when it comes to driving sideways. No worries, in time, Volvo will have a model optimized for traditional ice drifting when the smaller V40 replacements progress through the product pipeline. For now, we have full confidence in the V90 Cross Country's ability to serve as a police car on ice road truckers. The interior is where Volvo has focused on wooing potential buyers, and we're pleased to report the automaker still offers some of the best seats in the business. That's perhaps the only quality that has carried over from the old V90. Everything else has seen several generations worth of improvement, along with parts cribbed from the XC90's design book. This means a large smartphone-like infotainment screen that handles most everything including climate control, with the familiar smartphone swiping motions. Pretty much the only thing Volvo has wisely kept out of submenus are the audio system controls. The industry has figured out nobody wants those buried in menus. Dark wood accents add a bit of warmth to the interior, which features plenty of soft touch surfaces like its bigger sibling. The verdict? Are big Volvo wagons ready to make a comeback? The V90 Cross Country is a compelling argument for this proposition, though we suspect that its biggest competitor, before a similarly jacked up Mercedes-Benz E-Class lands, will be its bigger brother. With a starting price of $56,295, the V90 will be positioned far enough away from the XC90, though adding a few high-end options, including the $4,500 luxury pack, can be almost enough to make this wagon touch the $70,000 mark. Don't forget to subscribe here.